Running a squash tournament is like opening your squash bag after a summer break and not quite being sure what's in it and hoping that all the pieces you need to be able to play are still in there. My name is Tim Garner, I'm the PSA Squash Tour Events Director. The role really entails looking after all of our major events, World Championships, World Tour Finals, British Open, PSA owned events, and also events that sometimes are a little challenging, like outdoors in Egypt or new venues. When people see the world's best squash, what they don't see all the enormous work that goes in behind it. It all starts with the squash court. Without the court, we don't have a show.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm a court builder from the PSA. I'm going to walk you through the 10 steps to build a squash court. So the first step is to unload everything, whether it be from a truck or a container, and bring it into the venue. The second step is to lay down the steel frame, make sure that it's square, and tighten it all up. So the third step is the bottom level of fins and the bottom level of panels. The fourth step is the top level of fins and the top level of glass panels. The fifth step is the aluminium lighting frame and the installation of the lights, plugging them in and making sure they work. The sixth step is to install the undercarriage for the floor. The seventh step is to level the undercarriage, which can take quite some time depending on the level of the underfloor. The eighth step is to install the glass panels on the floor. The ninth step is to install the glass back wall. And the 10th step is to install the tin, the lines, and do the silicone in the floor.
The TV broadcast is so important to the sport because it's really how we expand our audience and our viewer base beyond the people who come to the event. We know squash fans will come to the event, but we want to get our product out to more people.
So the women's final just about to get underway here at the London Squash Classic, but I thought I'd give you a tour of behind the scenes. I'm obviously just one person and sort of fronting the Squash TV show, but there's so many other people involved in the whole day and the whole TV production. The event side of things that you see up on the big screen all is coordinated from this half of the room, and then over here behind me is the Squash TV desk. So lots of people, lots of jobs. Let's rattle through them. Our show MC Vanessa, who also does a bit of commentary work with a former world number 1, of course, with PJ, former world number 4, PJ. Keep coming, we haven't got long. Now, they're already live on air, feel like a wild lice. We're looking at 2 interesting species here. Joey Barrington and Lisa Aitken are commentating on this women's final. So that's the commentary position. This is behind the curtain, if you like, where the players walk out. And yeah, this is where the magic happens. So keep following me. This is the sound desk. This is where you've got to get the balance of sound right. There's 1,000,001 buttons. I don't know what any of them do. That's a bit too complicated and way above my payroll. So let's keep coming down here. COO Lee Beach will always overthink, look very serious, very serious. So there's always a lot of pressure. You're always conscious that all these people are watching, and I'm listening here to our director and our producer. Producer Thomas is sat here, and then you've got Joe here who's in manoeuvring some of the cameras to give us the multiple angles. Come and see how many cameras there are. We're getting more and more cameras at each tournament. You can see the vast display of cameras we have available to us. Now this is the director, we don't want to disturb him too much. He's giving all the audio cues, and I think you'll be able to listen in to the sort of things and instructions that are being said in our ear. It can be a bit distracting at times, but it's the best way that we can communicate and line up the show to bring to you. So come down here, we've got slow motion EVS, it's sometimes called as well, and those slow motion replays come from the desk, but that's the director desk. Do not touch that one, that is very important. And Loz is there with Maddie and Alex, and Mike here there is like the chief technician. He's sort of over all the techie issues that we might have. And don't forget the referees, just one more person to show you. Roman Spects is in there today. He's going to be overseeing that one. That is a high pressure job and not something that I would love to do. So that's a very quick overview of all the people that are involved. As I said, we get to stand out there on the Squash TV desk and bring the show to you, but there are so many people behind the scenes making Squash TV work.
But it's not just about the TV. We want to capture the atmosphere across all channels for the fans to see.
Hi, I'm Nathan, one of the official PSA photographers here at the London Classic this week. My job is to take imagery both on and off court to service a range of end uses. From commercial partners in the sport, the likes of your Dunlops, they get imagery of their players on court to use in their social media, their marketing campaigns, even in their brochures. Up close imagery of their products, of the ball in action on court. To channels like the PSA Squash Tour's official social media, websites, and then external news outlets might come in, write stories on the game and use our imagery to help show the game in the best possible light. Obviously the real stars of the sport are the players on court, and my job is to make them look as good as possible. Let's go shoot some squash. Welcome to the front wall. It's Miguel against Joel. Let's see how we get on. Few shots in the cam. Going to go back now to the editing suite in the media room. Have a look at what we've got and see what's worth submitting to the guys in charge of the team, and then they can send it out to the sponsors, the outlets that want to use the images that we've just shot. So we'll go have a look and see if they're any good. Okay, so we're back in the media room. Match is still going on at the minute, but we're in the editing suite to try and get the images turned around to supply the social media team at the PSA Squash Tour, so that when the match ends they can have a graphic or a post ready to go with the winner with an image from this match. Also then the images will be pushed through to the brands, the partners. Same process really, that they have the content ready and available to almost have an instantaneous post ready on social media. So got to get into it now and see what we've got. Out of those 21, we've cropped, we've tidied them up, we've changed a little bit of exposure here and there where necessary. Those are all keepers, so quite a simple process within here. Export them, they'll go up into the cloud, into the ether, through Dropbox, through some of the other app integrations that we have. They'll land with the PSA social media team sitting beside me. They'll land with the brands, with the commercial partners within the sport, and be used in whatever way they see fit. And I'll just keep my eyes on the screen, keep refreshing Instagram and see if any of the photos make the cut on the PSA Squash Tour.
There's a huge team of people that work behind the scenes on an event, and without these people the event wouldn't happen.
Hi, I'm Tom and I'm one of the volunteers at the London Classic. It involves cleaning the court, making it look nice, directing players to the right places backstage, taking the players' bags onto court, side where they're sitting. I actually started at the Commonwealth Games where I got a role as a volunteer, and I did the British this year and ended up back at Ali Pali volunteering and not watching. I volunteer because I love the sport of squash and just love how good the players are and get to how nice they are, get to chat with them, talk to them, understand why they are players and why they've become professional. It's an experience that you'll never get just sitting in a seat. Obviously the volunteers make the events, and a lot of the people I've volunteered with this week love squash. Not only some of them don't live local and some of them live local, but they have a massive passion for squash.
Next up is the refereeing, which is obviously probably the most thankless task in squash, but absolutely crucial to how events run and how smooth they are, because ultimately they manage the action on the court.
Hello, my name is Roman Shvets. I'm WSO referee at the PSA World Tour. In about 20 minutes, Yusuf Soliman is going to play Dimitri Steinman in the last 16 match of the London Classic 2025. And I'm gonna take you along with me as I'm going to ref this match, and Jason Foster will be my video referee. My favorite thing about reffing is definitely the pressure. I usually really enjoy the adrenaline that comes with being the referee at the PSA events. And of course, we like the squash, the venues are great, and we always have a great view at the squash. Okay, let's go referee some squash.
come to me.
Another smart move from the referee here. Yeah, it is. Again, he keeping his count.
There is no need for any comments. We're going to have a look.
Court service, I'm not really sure.
Court service.
So initially,
Can I ask both of you to go to towels now?
So initially, Solomon has moved directly to Steinman, knocking him off balance and played the ball. So for me, he's created interference and then gone and played the ball. So I think it's not fair. What he's just done is pushed him over. So the contact on Steinman
Mr.
is
Solomon,
unnecessary.
there is no need for any comments anymore, and it will lead into code of conduct. Please, let us do our job.
So are you happy to go with a yes let based on Solomon pushing?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of yes let originally
Yes let.
because I didn't like that he pushed him,
Yeah.
But the line was more to the
Official
left for me.
decision, yes let. Official decision, yes let. You might need to give an explanation there. Explain what you said.
Yes let. 8-10. Mr. Solomon to serve from the left. Game ball from the left.
Explain.
Oh, he doesn't want it.
No, Steinman does.
Mr. Steinman, there is no need for any warning. The reason for the yes let is that Mr. Solomon created the interference and we didn't think it was fair. 8-10 from the left.
That was actually a really interesting match. I think it had to be fun to watch for all the spectators. It was also, I think, good for us as the referees, as both players, in my eyes, tried to get along with each other. Obviously, there was quite a lot to manage during the match, especially with the sweat and some other things. But all in all, I think it was a good match, and hopefully there is more like this.
It's crucial to have a physio at all our events these days. These are finely tuned athletes who pick up niggles and tweaks along the way and obviously want to still be able to perform to their best. And ultimately, sometimes, unfortunately, there is a major injury and we need a professional to deal with it.
My name's Joshua Cowie. I'm one of the PSA physiotherapists and I'm here at Alexandra Palace for the London Squash Classic. My responsibilities at an event might include soft tissue work, taping, or just general advice. I'm responsible for being the first aider, so if anyone gets injured, then I'm the first one to go and see them and assess them. Every situation is completely different. We see a lot of ankles, we see a lot of hip stuff, a lot of tight glutes. There's so much lunging and squatting in squash that it just makes so much sense. When it gets to the end of a tournament, a player's played every day against tough competitors. Their body is definitely going to be feeling it. That's when the advice starts to kick in, making sure they're warming up properly before an event, making sure they're cooling down as well. It's nice to stay busy, but then it's also nice to relax and maybe watch a little bit of squash when you can, yeah.
All of this months and weeks of work lead up to the lights going down, the players stepping on court and the action commencing. We're always looking to improve our events. We feel we do a pretty good job, but there's always little ways to tweak them, particularly when you return to new venues for a second time. You can fine-tune it a little bit, but we're always looking for new, exciting venues to take our product to. I mean, it's one of the beauties of having a portable glass court that you can build anywhere, whether it's in the old theatre at Ali Pali or it's by the pyramids in Egypt. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this insight into what goes into putting on a PSA event, and we look forward to seeing you at a PSA Squash Tour event soon.